There are methods so simple, they make you wonder why you didn't discover them sooner. Decluttering backwards is one of those. It's the smartest, fastest, and most effective way to declutter that I've ever tried. After years of working with older adults who are trying to bring order and calm back into their lives. A method that can take just a few hours, yet leave you feeling organized and peaceful for months to come. And the most fascinating part? It goes completely against everything we've ever been taught about decluttering. It doesn't start with removing things. It doesn't start with a checklist of what to throw away. It begins with something far more important, something most of us forget when we clean our homes, choosing what we truly love and need to keep. When I first tried this method, it completely changed the way you saw clutter. It was no longer an enemy to fight, but a gentle reminder that maybe it's time to live lighter, to live easier. Welcome to Senior Rise. I'm Daniel, and today I want to share with you why decluttering backwards doesn't just help you tidy your home. It helps clear your mind, bringing back peace, focus, and freedom. Stay with me until the end of this video, because once you understand how this backwards method truly works, you'll never want to declutter the old way again. For years, most of us have approached decluttering in the same old way. Look around, pick what to throw out, and try our best to let go. It sounds reasonable, but in truth, that's exactly what drains us. Because every time we stand in a room full of things, our brain switches into battle mode. We start thinking, I need to toss this, maybe that too. And suddenly, every single item becomes a tiny, exhausting decision. And when you're older, those items aren't just objects anymore. They're memories, moments in time, reminders of people we've loved and lost. Have you ever felt that? That cleaning doesn't just tire your body, it weighs on your heart too? That every time you pick something up, a wave of memory comes rushing back. And suddenly, you can't bring yourself to part with it? That's not weakness. That's human. Because we weren't made to discard things. We were made to keep what matters. And that's why decluttering backwards is so powerful. Instead of forcing you to decide what to get rid of, it helps you start with what brings you joy, comfort, and positive energy. When you begin by choosing what you love, everything else, the items that no longer serve or delight you, naturally becomes easier to release. Decluttering is no longer a battle with your belongings, but a journey of choosing what truly matters. A journey that's gentler, less emotional, and far more meaningful. And the best part? This method dramatically reduces decision fatigue. You're no longer asking, what should I throw away? Instead, you're asking, what do I want to keep to make my life lighter? And when you start with that question, decluttering stops feeling like a chore. It becomes an act of gratitude for your home, for your memories, and for your life itself. If today you could only keep 3 things in your room, what would they be and why? Share it in the comments, because sometimes that answer alone is the first step toward a lighter, freer life. Why should you try decluttering backwards? Because decluttering backwards doesn't just give you a tidy home, it helps you see what truly matters at this stage of your life. When we're young, we collect things to fill space. But after 60, many of us realize something deeper. What we really need isn't more, but less, with more meaning. This method gives you that chance. A gentle, thoughtful way to simplify without feeling deprived. It's not a harsh purge. It's a slow, mindful journey, a process of keeping what makes you smile each morning and letting go of what has already served its purpose. Have you noticed most of the clutter in our homes isn't really about stuff? It's about fear. Fear of regret. Fear of needing it again. Fear of loss. But when you start decluttering backwards, you're no longer fighting fear. You're simply choosing what you want to carry forward into your next chapter. That's why this method fits so beautifully for older adults. It doesn't rush you. It doesn't pressure you. It allows you to make decisions with calm, love, and self-respect. And the most beautiful thing is this: when you practice decluttering backwards, you don't just feel your home getting lighter, you feel your soul being quietly decluttered right along with it. When people think about decluttering, most imagine throwing things away, tossing the old, removing what no longer serves. But decluttering backwards is different. It makes you pause and ask yourself, what if I didn't start by letting go, but by choosing what to keep? Let's explore how this method truly works. And trust me, once you try it even once, you'll realize decluttering has never felt this light or this freeing. Step 1. Choose what you want to keep. This is the foundation of decluttering backwards. Before you even think about what to discard, focus first on identifying what you genuinely want to keep. Start small. Just one drawer, one shelf, or your bedside table. Don't try to tackle the whole house. The secret is simple. Start small to feel big changes. As you look around, gently ask yourself, have I used this in the past 30 days? Does it make me happy when I see it? If it disappeared tomorrow, would I miss it? These 3 simple questions will reveal what truly belongs in your life. The rest, don't rush to throw it out. Simply set it aside for now. And then, as you step back and take a look, you might notice something beautiful happening. Your room suddenly feels lighter, as if it can breathe again. That's the quiet power of this method. It doesn't force you to get rid of more. It empowers you to choose what brings peace, what sparks joy, and what helps you live just a little lighter each day. Step 2. Sort the rest. Once you've decided what to keep, everything else becomes what I call the extras. But don't think of them as junk. Think of them as items waiting to find their next purpose. Now it's time to sort them into 4 simple categories. Give away to someone who can truly use them. Sell if they still hold value. Discard if they're broken or unusable. Reconsider if you're still unsure. And remember, there's no wrong choice here. This isn't a competition to see who can throw out the most. It's a process of making peaceful decisions. Each time you place an item into its category, pause. Take a deep breath. Feel that tiny sense of clarity, because even one small, clear decision opens up a little more space inside your mind. Have you noticed? Every object in your home takes up not just physical space, but emotional energy as well. By sorting, you're reclaiming that energy. You're taking back the control that clutter quietly stole from you. Step 3. The maybe box. Here's where decluttering backwards truly stands apart. We all have those tricky items that make us hesitate. That's such a nice gift. Maybe I'll need it someday. This shirt was from my daughter. I'd feel bad giving it away. And so we keep them until our rooms fill up with someday. But this method doesn't push you to decide right away. Instead, it gives you a safe space to think. Something I like to call the maybe box. Here's how it works. Find a clean box. Write today's date on it and a review date, usually 7 to 14 days later. Place all your uncertain items in quiet. Then, set it aside. During that time, live your days as if the items in that box don't exist. If, after 2 weeks, you realize you haven't missed them, needed them, or even thought about them, that's your answer. If you still hesitate, ask yourself this: if I don't keep it, what am I truly losing? Most of the time, The answer isn't about the object, it's about the emotion attached to it. And when you understand that, you'll see that you can absolutely keep the memory without keeping the thing. Sometimes, a single photo or a small written note is more than enough to honor the story behind it. Step 4. Decision day. When the review date comes, take out the box and don't rush. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is my time to make calm, kind, and confident decisions. Look at each item slowly. Decide, keep, donate, sell, or discard. This is where you'll feel the real strength of clarity, not because you've thrown away a lot, but because you've learned how to make choices without guilt. Remember, you're not throwing away your past. You're simply keeping what still has meaning today. Some people call this Decision Day. I like to call it Freedom Day, because with every item you release, you take back a little more freedom for yourself. Step 5. Stay clutter-free. Decluttering isn't a one-time task. It's a gentle habit, a way of living. After completing your backwards process, set aside just 10 minutes a week to check one small area, a drawer, a corner, or a single shelf, and practice this simple rule. One in, one out. Every time you bring something new into your home, let one old item go. This keeps your space in balance and turns tidiness into a natural rhythm of life, not a burden you dread facing again. If possible, invite family or friends to join you. It doesn't have to be serious. Just tidy together, share stories, laugh a little. Because when decluttering becomes a shared act, it's no longer tiring. It becomes a moment of connection, a way to refresh not only your home, but your heart. Step 6. Enjoy the afterglow. When you're done, sit down for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just feel it. Your room may not look like a magazine, but it feels lighter, brighter, calmer, not just around you, but within you. Because decluttering backwards isn't really about cleaning up stuff. It's about seeing yourself more clearly. It's a reminder that you don't have to carry your entire past on your shoulders. You only need to keep what helps you live well today. When the decluttering backwards process comes to an end, you'll realize something quietly profound, that simplicity is what gives life its true depth. Your home might still have a few old things, a few imperfect corners, and that's perfectly fine. Because now, everything that remains has meaning. Every item has its place, its reason, and its story. And the best part? You'll no longer feel pressured to keep decluttering. Instead, you'll begin to live naturally, where tidiness is no longer a goal, but the natural result of a peaceful mind. After 60, many of us stop chasing more. We start longing for enough. Enough to live comfortably. Enough to feel light inside. The decluttering backwards method doesn't teach you how to throw things away. It teaches you how to choose with love. To choose what truly matters. To choose what brings joy. To choose simplicity without feeling you've lost anything at all. If you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this. Decluttering isn't about abandoning your past. It's about making space for your future to walk in. So give yourself one quiet afternoon. Start with a small drawer, a single shelf, or a little table, and watch what happens. Not only will your home change, your heart will too. If this video spoke to you, tap like, share it with a friend, someone who might also be searching for peace in the home they already have. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Rise, where together we learn to live lighter, simpler, and more serenely each day, because sometimes all it takes is letting go of just a little to finally feel truly free.